Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing in the middle of the Sahara Desert, a vast ocean of sand, where endless dunes stretch beyond the horizon, where the sun hangs in the sky like a colossal ball of fire, scorching every grain of sand beneath your feet until it burns. The heat rises from the ground, seeping into your skin, making every cell in your body shrink from dehydration. Your breath grows heavy, not just because of the air you inhale, but because each breath carries the dry, searing heat of the land. Every gust of wind offers no relief. Only a wave of blistering warmth, carrying fine grains of sand that slice against your skin like tiny blades. And to survive in the Sahara, you cannot be just an ordinary person. You must be a warrior, a survivor, someone who understands the ruthless laws of nature. You must know how to find water in this arid wasteland, how to shield your body from the scorching heat of the day and the bone-chilling cold of the night, how to navigate by the stars when the wind erases every trace of your path. Are you ready? Join us as we explore the mysteries of the Sahara. The harshness, heat that doesn't forgive. The Sahara does not warm up gently. It strikes. After the whispers of dawn fade, the sun rises like a punishment. And when it does not just light the desert, it scorches it. By 9 a.m., temperatures can already hit 95 degrees Fahrenheit. By midday, try 117 degrees Fahrenheit. In some regions, it climbs past 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The hottest temperature ever recorded here was 136 degrees Fahrenheit in Libya. That's hot enough to fry skin, warp metal, kill in hours. But heat in the Sahara is not just heat. It's pressure. It feels like being slowly compressed by the sky. Now imagine this: no shade, no shelter, no sound but your own breath turning shallow. Your water is running low. Your skin starts to sting. But it's not sweat, it's absence of sweat. The body shuts down that luxury. The moisture is gone. This is what death by dehydration looks like. Slow, blurred, dreamlike. And this is only the day. Because when the sun finally disappears, the desert doesn't turn peaceful. It turns cruel in another way. The heat vanishes too fast. The sand that baked you hours ago now bites back with cold. Temperatures drop below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes even freezing at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like crossing seasons in a single breath. In truth, is not one desert. Dunes in the east. Gravel plains in the west. Salt flats. The Sahara. Dead lakes. It's many. Salt flats. Each with its own flavor of suffering. Let me tell you a story. In 1994, a French woman named Marie Guillaume was found wandering alone after her car broke down. She had walked 18.6 miles in 113 degrees Fahrenheit heat. Alone. No compass, no map, Only a bottle of water. They found her 2 days later, still walking. Still alive. The sun, she said, wasn't angry. It was indifferent. That's the Sahara. It doesn't rage. It doesn't scream. It just watches. While your body slowly gives out, camels, the ships of the desert, lose up to 40% of their body weight in water before they collapse. Humans, 15% is usually fatal. And yet, every year, people cross. Nomads. Explorers. Traders. Soldiers. And some never come back. The Tenere region is called the desert within the desert. There, sandstorms can rise without warning, burying everything. Roads, camps, entire caravans. In 1977, a military convoy vanished in northern Niger during a storm. They were found days later. No injuries, no breakdown, just disoriented. Lost. As if the wind had picked up their minds and scattered them like dust. There is no map for this kind of heat. No training. No technology. Even NASA astronauts trained here not to prepare for sand, but for silence. For the feeling of being totally, cosmically alone, because that's what the Sahara does best. It isolates you from noise, from time, from comfort. From self. But maybe that's why people return. The pain, the pressure, the cold. They become a kind of filter. Out here, the unimportant falls away. You learn to listen again. To the scrape of sand against your clothes. To your heart, beating slower than before. To the realization, you are not in control here. And yet, something deep inside you wants to keep walking. Wants to see what's beyond that next dune. Wants to know if you can take one more step. One more. Just one more. And this is how survival begins. Not with bravado, but with surrender. To the wind. To the light. To the silence that burns. Welcome to the Sahara. Where the heat does not forgive. Where the land forgets your name. And where the journey to understand, to endure has. only just begun. Fauna and Flora, the last survivors. Even in the heart of this unforgiving heat beneath skies that burn and winds that strip the earth, bare something stirs. Life. Fragile, hidden, and unbelievably clever. The transition from blistering heat to icy silence at night would destroy most ecosystems. But here, evolution has taken a different path. One where survival isn't just about strength, it's about adaptations so precise, so quiet, it borders on magic. In the silence after the wind dies, under the surface of dunes that shift daily, the Sahara hides a secret network of resilience. There are plants here with roots that reach down more than 100 feet, trees that seem half dead on the surface, but drink from water trapped far beneath the earth's skin. The desert date palm, for instance, can flourish in soils most botanists would call hopeless. Some species of acacia grow with leaves so small they barely release moisture into the air, evolution, shaped to preserve every drop. Then, there are the frogs. One species, the Sahara desert rain frog, lives underground in dormancy for months, sometimes years, waiting for rain. When it arrives, it wakes, mates, lays eggs, and disappears again, like a mirage with a pulse. Reptiles dominate here, not because they are powerful, but because they are patient. The sandfish lizard swims beneath the dunes, its body adapted not to walk, but to glide through grains like water. Its scales reduce friction. Its eyelids protect against the dust. It never fights the desert. It moves with it. Even birds a symbol of flight, and freedom must play by the desert's rules. The desert lark, with its pale feathers and ground-hugging tactics, can survive days without direct water. It feeds on seeds pulled from baked soil, sometimes carried by winds from hundreds of miles away. But perhaps the most unexpected survivors are the trees that defy gravity. The welwitschia, though native to the Namib Desert, teaches us how to think about desert flora differently. Its two leaves grow continuously for centuries. Some have lived for over 1,000 years, absorbing moisture directly from fog and dew. In the Sahara, there are no second chances. Evolution here is unforgiving. But it rewards the invisible, the slow, the efficient. The Sahara's life isn't loud. It whispers. It hides in plain sight. And only those who take time to look really look will see it. And just like the sand that swallows and reveals, these organisms come and go, blending into a rhythm older than time. The casual eye sees emptiness. The patient eye sees a miracle. What else lives here beneath this brutal sun? What other creatures learn not just to endure but to belong? The answer is buried in the sand. Humans, the desert warriors. Long before borders, before maps, before the word Sahara even existed, people were already here. Not just surviving, living. Archaeologists have uncovered pottery shards in the central Sahara dating back over 10,000 years evidence of a time when this desert was green. Back then, humans hunted hippos and fished in rivers now buried under dunes. They painted animals on cave wall elephants, giraffes, crocodiles. Life teemed where now only wind moves. And then the rain stopped. The green world turned to gold. But humanity didn't vanish. It adapted. Enter the Tuareg, the blue people of the Sahara. Wrapped in indigo-dyed robes that stain their skin a deep cobalt, the Tuareg are not just desert dwellers. They are its memory keepers. Nomadic and fiercely independent, they navigate without GPS, without roads, just by stars, wind, and instinct. They're camels, laden with salt, gold, dates, and stories. Once crossed trade routes that stretched from Timbuktu to Tripoli. Water is everything. To find it, they read the terrain like scripture. A cluster of trees might signal a hidden well. A trail of ants might lead to damp sand below. To the Tuareg, the desert is not a void. It is alive. It speaks. And they know how to listen. Other groups, Berbers, Moors, Tibu, and more have made homes in regions most would call uninhabitable. Each has its own rituals, dialects, and survival codes passed from parent to child like sacred songs. Meals are simple, but precise. Flatbread baked on hot stones. Tea boiled 3 times for strength, patience, and hospitality. Hospitality, in fact, is law. To turn away a traveler in the Sahara is to sign their death sentence. No one does it. But life here is not only tradition, it is resistance. Dust storms can rise like mountains, and yet the Tuareg ride through them. Temperatures can swing 80 degrees in a single day, and yet the Bedouins build tents that breathe and insulate. Here is a story passed between desert guides. A caravan once lost its path after a storm erased their tracks. Supplies dwindled, the wind returned. But the eldest among the old man with sun-scarred cheeks, walked until he smelled a shift in the air. "Date palms," he said. No one saw them. But they followed. By dusk, there was a well. And water. Desert people are taught not to panic. Because in the Sahara, panic kills faster than thirst. They move with the land, rest when the heat peaks. Walk when the moon rises. And their stories are not in books, they are in songs. In scars, in sand, today, many of these traditions are under threat. Climate change pushes deeper droughts. Modern borders slice through ancient paths. Young nomads trade camels for cell phones. But still they remain. the warriors of the desert, not conquerors, but listeners, navigators, whisperers. When the world forgets what survival really means. Look here. To the people who sleep beneath stars instead of ceilings, who drink wind and read silence. The Sahara may erase footprints, but not these legacies. Hidden secrets, the desert never sleeps. The people of the Sahara listen to the wind, but the desert itself, it listens to time. And time has buried more than just bones out here. For those who stop and look long enough, the Sahara begins to reveal what it has spent thousands of years hiding. Memories of a world that once was, and maybe could be again. This is not just a place of survival. It is a place of secrets. In 2007, satellite scans revealed something astonishing beneath the sands of northern Africa. A lost mega-lake, once larger than Lake Erie, hidden for millennia. Its ancient shorelines ripple beneath the dunes like the imprint of a forgotten tide. Scientists believe it dried up over 5,000 years ago, but fossils of crocodiles, hippos, even fish have been found, where now there is only dust. In the Tassili Niger region of Algeria, thousands of cave paintings sprawl across sandstone cliffs, images of cattle herders, dancers, hunters, elephants, and giraffes. And it's hard to believe these were made in a place we now call barren. But they were, and they whisper of a Sahara that once pulsed with life. And then there are the cities. Zerzura, the fabled city of gold, was said to lie hidden beyond the dunes of Libya. Legends describe it as a place where white birds circled above and rivers flowed underground. Explorers searched for centuries, some never returned. Others vanished not in myths, but in reality. Like the Lost Caravan of 1805, an estimated 1,800 people and thousands of camels disappeared while crossing the desert toward Timbuktu. Only a handful survived. But the Sahara doesn't only bury the past, it reveals it, piece by piece. In 2011, a German archaeologist discovered remnants of a stone astronomical site in the Nubian desert of Sudan, older than Stonehenge. Some say it was a calendar. Others, a ritual site. All agree, it predates known civilization by thousands of years. Even in modern times, the Sahara plays tricks. During the Cold War, French and American satellites picked up strange geometries deep in the desert massif, perfectly circular craters. Some thought they were nuclear test sites. They weren't. They were Astroblema's ancient meteor impact zones, some over 100 million years old. And what about the stories not carved in stone, but etched into silence? NASA didn't choose the Sahara to train astronauts just for the terrain. They chose it because it simulated isolation, the vastness, the mental pressure, and yes, overwhelming, haunting silence. There's something about this place that makes the mind stretch. That makes one wonder, what else is buried? What else has been lost? What still waits to be found? The Sahara, after all, never sleeps. Its winds are always shifting. Its dunes are always moving. Its secrets are always watching. And for those willing to look deeper beyond the heat, beyond the mirage, there is a truth that feels less like history and more like prophecy. Because maybe the Sahara isn't just hiding the past. Maybe it's hiding the future, too.